Hey everybody, I'm standing underneath a tree here. East Texas fishermen know what that tree is. Some of you may. It's a katabi tree. I could spell it. It doesn't pronounce like it spells, but no worms on it yet. Good catfish bait. It's a little sphinx moth. I does it a couple times a year, but it'll lay eggs and little worms will go up and eat every leaf off that tree. If you can catch it right, knock them down, and you can even freeze them. And when they unthaw, out there on that hot John boat catfishing, they'll start to crawling again. But man, them catfish love those katabi worms. We've harvested many of them off this place. I hadn't seen any this year yet, but usually about the 1st of June is when they come on, if I remember right. Not a real big eventful day. We did get the Tahoe running. Thanks, Dad, for coming over and helping out with that. A little alternator change out wasn't too bad. It's a Chevy, so it was pretty easy to get to. Good day. Got a little rain. What was the old saying? The devil's beating his wife if it rains when the sun's shining. I don't know about that. That old devil's a pretty ornery fella, and for any woman to put up with him, I don't know that he'd be able to get away with beating her. I don't know, just my thoughts. Who knew? We started hitting some of the junk boxes this morning. I'll go back to work tomorrow, and got a few more of those done. But I hit a bump on. We had when we went to cleaning out everything. Got all those old canned goods that we had, and I got a brainiac idea and figured I'd make chickens a little old casserole. So now these, I'm pretty liberal when it comes to dates, and I'm not real scared of that stuff. These old cans were starting to rust and about 1.5, 2 years old. So let's see here. I can't. If y'all are on, say hello. There we go. I don't know. This thing's acting up here. Anyway. So, busted open some corn, and man, they had them a feast this afternoon. Corn and string beans, some navy beans. Heck, I even had some old cranberry sauce in there. Hey, Port Aransas. Hey, Alicia, how are you? Connie, Caldwell. That's pretty country down there. Yeah, we've been blessed with a few days of rain up here, actually. It wasn't much to count for today, just a kind of a light soaking, but this time of year, we'll all take what we can get, right? But anyway, just kind of knocked around the place today, and we're gonna split the chicken yard into meat chickens and laying chickens. And I remembered an old gate that I found laying in the lane out here, and so me and Jordan went to chopping just for the grins of it. And boy, I tell you what, I'd love to be able to clear this lane out, but my goodness, that's gonna take forever. I'll show y'all what I'm talking about. So there used to be an old lane that ran parallel to the pasture all the way up, and a lot of family memories and people just taking walks up and down the lane, and of course it was the path to some of the back farmland and pea patch and all that, but it was a wooded lane, just a pretty spot. Of course, over the years the Yopon's taken over, and I got tickled. So it was clear, I know, a decade ago, because they were doing some pine tree planting. Hey Tony, Barb, how are y'all? Let's see here. This is a special treat here. Just I'm gonna redirect a minute. Put him in here. This is a good buddy of mine, y'all. See if he comes on. Showing it's adding him. Y'all bear with me a second. Barb's up in Arkansas, I believe. How are you, Barb? Not sure if you're getting that or not, Tony. It's saying it's adding you. Hey, Mark. There he is.
Hey, man.
Hey, Tony. How are you, man?
I didn't know how to join. I didn't know how to do that. You got to turn it to the side to join, man. I didn't know that. What's going on?
Oh, I'm out here rambling in the patch again. So
good for you, man. It's looking great.
Well, thank you. You jumped on right at the right time. Let me tell you who this is, guys. Now, full disclosure, I worked in the entertainment industry, but left Waco and kind of resetting some things out here. Tony, though, you ever have one of those friends where you've only known them a couple of years, but you feel like you've known them a lifetime? They're like a brother. Well, that's Tony to me. And he
back at you, man.
Yeah, we connect on a couple of different levels. Of course, I could go on about his songwriting prowess with hits with George Strait and all those guys. But more than that, he's just a brother and a real good friend, and real proud about what we're doing here. But Tony, I was telling them, and I think you can relate to this with your songwriting. There's an old lane that used to be right next to Mima's pasture, and we used it to go to the pea patch. And when the holiday parties got too loud inside, some of my uncles would come out and kind of walk. Got an uncle that passed, and everybody still says if you clear this lane out, you'll meet him walking down it. You know what I mean? So he just really loved this place. I want to show you in 15 feet. I don't think I can ever clear this thing, but look at this. Hang on. Like, to be clear walking.
Oh,
This
man.
gate, so right there, 15 foot, and that's what we pulled out of it. Look at that.
Yeah.
I don't, but you know, I think we all have those. I mean, old grandma's place or wherever that, you know, those spots, and that is literally a memory lane. You know what
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah. So,
but it's cleaning up nice though, man. Real nice.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So I was thinking today, of course, that latest song that you released, West Texas Lonely, you're gonna have to write one about East Texas brambles.
Yeah, man, I tell you, boy, that's a fact, ain't it? Man, this is you caught me at my contemplation time here, man. Let me just kind of wheel you around.
Oh wow.
That's my little. This is my little haven where I try to make up stuff out here. You know, sometimes it happens and sometimes it don't. You know.
Yeah, looks like we caught you with your guitar in the hand.
Oh yeah, I was just out here noodling around. I've got a few things I'm working on, so just trying to, you know, like Roger Miller said, man, you think you're a real genius until you get up one morning and try to write a song. That's about the way it is, you know. But but man, you got a nice inspirational little place down there too, you know.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to maybe at some point we can talk you into coming up here and sitting down and
we need to do it, man.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
And you've got your stuff all set up for you know, the studio in there.
Yeah, that's kind of been a low priority, just kind of resetting and all. But I finally hit enough rain days where I got in there and plowed through it, so it's coming together, and we should be back online here within the next week or so.
Well, that'd be awesome, man. That'd be awesome.
It's been a really cool reset.
Yeah, man, I've got an old gate. Man, I've got a couple old gates that lead back to the reservoir.
Yeah.
This is just a little pond out back of the garden here, back of the house, and there's a reservoir. The city lake, which is outside the city limits a little bit, is back behind us, and so there's some old haul roads, you know, hay haul roads and stuff that I take back there sometimes, and take the boy fishing, and you know, we don't ever get enough fishing in, man.
No, there's no way.
If you fished all day, every day, you still wouldn't get enough of that.
Right. Hey, Linda, I see you're watching. I did want to say Barb was talking about she enjoys the story and the history. She grew up in Wisconsin, so the terrain is different, but the memories are all so interesting. Cool. Hey, there's Brenda from Cotulla, Texas, just joined in.
Hey.
Yeah, I think you're about to go down that way, aren't you?
Yeah, we're heading down to Laredo, man, to do this weekend for the Memorial Day weekend fair they have down there, and they've asked me to come and do some entertaining, and I'm always good for entertainment. Sometimes I don't even mean to entertain people, but that's the way it is.
I'm a little bit jealous. I've got to stay around here, and you're going to be down there eating a big old steak at that steakhouse in Cotulla.
Oh, yeah. Well, hopefully I can stop and have a little steak there at the Cotulla Steakhouse. It's a cool place.
I ought to send some fresh chickens with you. You know, we've got them on the hoof.
Oh, man. I tell you what, I envy your chickens, man. Are they going to lay anything, man?
No, these are meat chickens. That's what I was talking about earlier. We're going to.
Well, meat chickens is all right, too, you know.
Yeah, we've got some plans to. I'm gonna separate. It's a pretty nice chicken house from a different operation a few years back, and
Yeah.
it's got all the feeders and all. We're gonna separate it off and have meat chickens on one area and then laying on the other.
Yeah.
You'll just look what I was out there in the chicken yard a little early, and I found this hoe. But look at the angle on it. It's rusted up.
Oh
Man,
wow,
this
man.
thing. Hey, let me see here. Hold up. There it is. This thing is a working. Look at that
Man,
angle. It's already bent and ready to. I'm gonna put a handle on
man, that's ancient.
it. Yep. It sure is.
It's done some digging.
So I found me a hoe in the chicken yard. I just got to put a handle on it.
Oh, nice, man.
But that's when a hoe was what it was supposed to be, though. You know. And you give this to my grandma or my mamaw, and there wasn't a snake or a weed that could avoid a little. Man, she could work that thing like a scalpel.
Oh yeah, man. My grandparents did the same thing, man. Farming was how they ate and how they, lived, and I think
Yeah.
we got away from that a little too much in this day and age.
I agree.
I think there are a lot of folks, a lot of millennials out there that don't know where an egg comes from. They think it comes from the grocery store.
I don't know. I don't know if they can handle watching me butcher chicken from start to finish either.
Yeah, I watched my aunt butcher kill some chickens, and man, it was a pretty. I mean, those chickens will run around a long time after their heads are gone.
Yeah. Well, Charlotte's on here.
It brought a whole new meaning into run around like a chicken with your head cut off.
Oh man, I got to be honest. I mean, I'm tough, and it's meat, and you do it, but it's a little bit odd, sitting here feeding the chicken.
I'm gonna have all kinds of PETA people sending me hate mail. How can you talk about those chickens like that? I like chickens though, man. I mean, I love chicken. I love them. Sit around, watch them peck, But I like to eat them too.
I'm gonna have to do something pretty quick because these son of guns are getting attached to me now. I can walk out there, Tony, and they'll start running around my boots and pecking on me and hollering, and I guess they know I'm the food man.
Don't name them, man.
I did. Whatever. I did name them. I got chicken dumpling. No, it's easy. I got chicken dumpling, chicken teriyaki.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Hey, dude. Chicken dumpling, that's good. Hey, man. Yeah, don't ever. When you go out and say, hey, when they're probably clucking, what do we have? What are we gonna have for dinner? And they don't know it's gonna be them.
Yeah. Well, I got folks in here. Somebody from the Netherlands. There's Ellen. Kimberly's on here. Hey,
I know Ellen, man. She tunes into the Facebook feeds, man. The live Facebook.
Yeah, Sally's from. We got all kind of people. There's Sally from Houston. I don't know if you can see these. Patty.
I can't, man.
Yeah. There's my sister Kim, and Brenda said I'm gonna have a chicken ranch.
Yeah. Dude. The war starts wide shirts, button of the neck.
There you go.
Shade and watch the chicken speck. Well, I love that line. That's one of my favorite lines in a country song, man. He'd sit shade and watch the chicken speck.
I promise you one thing, Tony. I will promise you one thing. I will never have a skinny jean chicken.
Yeah. No kidding, man. Yeah. Florida Georgia line chicken. Well, man, it's good. It's good talking to you, dude. I'm glad it's really shaping up down there for you, man. It's looking great.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you coming on, and we'll have you up as soon as I get El Studio exactly like I want it. Of course, it'll never be.
Well, absolutely. Well, everybody, y'all tune in to the second Sunday of every month, and
that's right. That's right. You do a live Facebook feed on Sunday nights, second Sunday, isn't it?
Yeah, second Sunday. So y'all tune in and say hey, and watch Joe. Now you're doing it afternoon. You're doing evenings, right, Joe? Because I've been catching you in the mornings a little bit now.
Yeah, I was running out of stories to do it twice a day.
No way, man.
I had to wait till something happened.
Yeah, right. Social media, man. You got to make up stories all day long.
Yeah, I'm not good at making them. I just try to think them through as I go. But as you go back to an old home place like this, all those memories just start rushing in all through the day. So.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah.
Well, but we're blessed, man. Well, you be safe on the road going down to Laredo, and thanks for checking in, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, man. I'll holler at you later on.
All right, Tony.
All right.
That's Tony Ramey, y'all. All right,
Adios.
talk to you later. All right. Bye. Yeah, good buddy of mine up there in Greenville. So that's Tony Ramey. Well, I was going to talk about this. I'm like really proud of this find. It was buried in one of the old chicken houses. But you seem to convey the angle on this thing. Can't buy this at Ace these days. I mean, when you put that handle on, it's got the right angle to do some chopping for sure. So we'll get a handle in there, and I imagine me and this thing will be tackling a few snakes and weeds before it's over with. But anyway, we ran on long enough tonight. But y'all have a good rest of the week. Oh, Michigan in the house. Hi, Violet. How are you? But thank y'all for checking in. Hope you enjoy these little videos and take you back to a simpler time that I know we all miss. But it's still right there in our memories. So don't let it get all grown up like that old lane. Keep it cleared out. Think about it. Think about the good stuff. And be the light. Have a good week, y'all. We'll see you tomorrow.